Nixon starts the second half, second week in a row, almost breaks one open, man. He's just electric. Again, just one of the glue guys on this team right now. Phenomenal. Okay. Everyone again, oh, Watt's so relentless. And he is, man. He's everything as advertised. Cam Hayward is double teamed by Rasheed Walker and Elgin Jenkins. Look at Elgin Jenkins right now. He's straight up and down. Why? Because Cam Hayward has put his hat and helmet into his chest. And if you watch this thing from the end zone, Cam Hayward's feet never move back an inch. So they're trying. This is the exact same play that we ran before where running got lit up. You're trying to. They have a different defense. You're trying to run off of the double, and the double doesn't go anywhere. This is impossible to be successful. Aaron Jones has to navigate so much now. I mean, he's got daddy strength, man. You know, dad strength, when you have your first kid, like you get a little bit stronger, not like weight room stronger, but like I can handle myself stronger. You have like a second kid, you get like, man, I can throw people around stronger. Cam must have like 7 kids. I mean, because look at it. Look what he's literally, when you say split the double team, look at what he's done. And it's just it really is nothing more than he's really good. But technically, like going into contact, you're so high, you don't have a chance. So these are the plays I'm talking about. You come back to the line of scrimmage, and you're like, man, I'll get it next time. But they already got you last time. You know, it's like, how many times are you going to run the same play? It's like, man, you better learn how to double team. We got a real problem. 4th and 6. This is scheme on scheme crime. I love this. Okay. So the Steelers show that they're going to bring 7. And then they end up coming off the edge and they drop the linebacker out to Jones. But there's no way he's getting there. So the safety, 24 up top, Joey Porter Jr., he sees it. He just sees it late. And corners, like if this is Diggs, he's probably jumping this route for a pick 6. Okay, but Porter's a little bit young. So they're going to run the go on the top, hoping that they clear out that area that corner leaves. He vacates. And now you have that linebacker chasing Jones all the way out there for, an impossible tackle. Great throw and catch. A little bit lucky with Porter's recognition there. I think if the Steelers have to do that again, they're probably flying that safety over there, letting him play flat. Love this play too. So they motioned him in. I didn't put that in there. I should have. They motioned Aaron Jones in. The linebacker comes in so they know it's man, but they have a rule in man coverage at a linebacker position. If the running back, so the running back's on the quarterback's right, on the right of the center. If the running back exits to the left of the center, you switch rules. Okay. So if they're going to green dog or anything right now, if they were going to run some kind of pressure, they both show like they're running pressure. But now Aaron Jones leaves to the left of the center. What happens? Oh, I got him now. And so now they running at a deficit. Great throw and catch. Honestly, 50 makes a hell of a play here. This is a touchdown. That's a hell of a play by that guy. But you just see smart play here. Transitions over the other side of the center. Linebackers have to communicate that. They're late. Packers get one. We lead in. Really good job. The wrong shoulder by Highsmith here. And this isn't like a powerful block by Musgrave or anything, but he does a great job of doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You log when they wrong shoulder. You log this. Now, AJ's got to come around really tight. Good job there. He's got to come around way tighter than he does and make this block. And again, this is a play where you're not going to get any yards, but if you close your eyes and go, had we just done this better, if we had just executed this block right here at a little bit higher level, you've got a big play. There's a big alley there. It's probably an 8 to plus yard gain. And so it's all these little things that you keep going, yeah, we had it. And the coaches everyone's bitching about the play calling. Yeah, but it's not the play calling. It's how you're executing the play. Pre-snap recognition. They go motion. What happens? They bounce out Joey Porter Jr. out to Watson. What does that mean? The safety is off the screen, right? So Dobbs has like all the time in the world to run. Now they're going to run Watson off. And so that means that pocket underneath is going to be wide open. Why? Because we know that safety has been squatting all day, but he has to respect somebody who's got a 15-yard head of steam before he comes out of there. And then I love this. Just roll for a couple more. Why not? Love it. We go back to bunch. Now, listen, this is it's an interesting route or defense. So they end up playing cover two. And they do it by inverting, bringing the corner. We got this safety's just playing hook curl here. And so they're playing Tampa 2. And because that guy squats on the hook curl, lets Musgrave run right by, they're in bunch. So the linebacker's going like, okay, which one do I pick up? Because he's got deep middle. So the linebacker's just nowhere to be found. Wide open, great throw and catch. Again, great job recognizing, throws a great ball. Love does a lot of things really well. Just need to work up on some of the short throws and some of the processing. You got bunch again. Route motion. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. Leverage. Leverage is a big deal. So on Musgrave, you see the linebacker in the red arrow. He's got his chest pointed to where Musgrave wants to go, and he's ahead of him. He has leverage. In other words, there's a better than average chance that he's going to get there right around the same time Musgrave is not, if not sooner. If you look at the whip route up at the top, the corner is facing their sideline. So when you run this whip, the corner has to turn around too. Now we have leverage because he's accelerating out because a whip route looks like he's going out and he's going to come back in. So he's breaking out. Quarterback's going to accelerate, whips back around. Again, this is kind of I don't know how they're teaching it. I'm just telling you how I've been taught it. I'm just telling you how it makes sense to me, at least. So you see the whip. That's the reason they use Watson to clear out. Look at all the space between the top, the 10 and the top of the hash on the top of the screen. There's just a ton of space there. Why? Well, that's by design. And so why are you throwing into congested area? I'm not sure. The linebackers both chased out of the backfield, and then one figured out he wasn't supposed to. That's why he's sitting here to pop the ball out. You got bunch again. Look, 3rd and 11. It's towards the, it's fourth quarter. You get it, right? Like, I get it. This is a trick play, and I hate these damn trick plays. But the truth is, if he does catch this, he's got really one guy to beat. It depends what Myers does off of I don't know who's the first blocker out there, but off of John Renton Jr. If Myers, actually everyone says, oh, he's not open. Yeah, he is. He just dropped the ball, so they changed their route. Like the blockers are thinking they're trying to go down the numbers, and then he's going to go outside the numbers. But not good. So they show the same look. And you see here, let's see if I've got it. Okay, you see Preston Smith. They show this tight, we call this like a nasty split with the wide receiver. And you see Preston changes his stance. He puts his back foot up. Why? He thinks he's going to get cracked. So it's an influence block. So what do? They hand it off. He steps out. Linebacker comes down. Easy double team. They got 2 guys up on our linebacker. Huge run. Not rocket science play, but a little detail. They figure it out. This is how you attack the screen game. We had one earlier I didn't put in, breaking down in front of linemen and whatnot. You're just going, dude, don't break down in front of a lineman. They're bigger than you are. Just shoot the gap, take your shot, right? Shoot or shoot. This is how you do it. I think this is Ford. Just run right by him and take your shot. Physical play. Love it. Great job. Great job. Right here. Coming across for another lead. This is the 49ers play. They toss it, but what they're really doing is trying to get you to widen. They bring the motion man over, and they want him to double inside in the B gap. They're going to try to double the defensive end outside to the safety. The Niners started using it with Trent Williams, so you can come off the ball as hard as you want. And it's a nasty play because they see the toss and influences. It gets that defensive end to widen. You widen him even more with the lead blocker, who they don't really see. And now you just have to, the left guard in the center, have to take care of that down D tackle. I think it's a 2-eye in this situation, get up to the second level, and this is out the gate. They do a great job of just burying Slayton. I don't know what happened to him here, but he just got turned around. He's facing the wrong direction on the ground now. They cut this up, and there's just, I mean, this is all gas right here. Easy 10-yard gain. Same play now, influence block look, okay? Same stance, same everything. We win on the backside, just can't quite make the tackle. Looks like we have something here. And he just breaks out again. Really because our defensive line is playing laterally. We get blown off the ball. And every yard that you get pushed vertically is like 3 yards for the running back. It's kind of how we think about it. If you get pushed vertically 1 yard, think about that as being like 3 yards for the running back. So winning against man coverage, talk about it before. You look at Musgrave, you see the leverage. He's got linebacker. It's man coverage again. And all the space, all he's got to do is beat the safety who's in the middle of the field. These are the kind of looks that the Steelers give. They've gotten beaten man coverage a lot. And this is part of the game plan. This is what you got to do. It's fantastic. Easy pitch and catch. Hold on to the ball. This is what I was talking about. Is he the best man for the job? You've got Dobbs, you got Reed, you got these like small space, like fast twitch guys. You got a Strider here, and you watch this route. He's on Patrick Peterson, who jumps the out. Okay, but because Watson never looks, doesn't go flat, doesn't do anything, he knows immediately like that's not an out. This is a chair route. It's a chair out in small space. You got to sell this play. Gets his hand up. You get a pick in the end zone. You lose points. It's a huge turnaround, and it's like it's a bad throw. Fair enough. But there's no separation. Why? It's not a good route. Like that's not a good route. And quite frankly, it doesn't make him a look, to say that he might not be the right guy for the job doesn't mean that he can't be our number one. It doesn't mean any of that. It means that right now he might not be the guy to run that route, because if you're a long strider and you're asking me to run a chair route in a 15-yard area, that doesn't make a ton of sense. Big man hunting. Here we go. Where's the big man? There he is. 50. I see you. Hey, just get a little bit. Hey, we're going to count that as a half tackle, right? Tom's got a half tackle on the season. Love it. This is frustrating. It's 3rd and 6. Okay, we go 3 to one side on the pass rush. They're going to run a TT. Wyatt doesn't come around. But here's what is the unfortunate thing. Rashawn Gary's going against the rookie Broderick Jones, okay? Rashawn Gary should never, ever, 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 ever be higher than the quarterback. He needs right now, take your right arm and club Broderick Jones into Pickett, because once you're shoulder to chest, I'm completely vulnerable. If you club me right now, if you Reggie White club me, everyone's seen that. If he clubs right now, that dude's going flying and there's nothing he can do about it. Only thing he can do is hold. But he doesn't have that move in his repertoire. He likes to run. Sometimes he runs over the top, maybe too much because they're trying to get the sack with the strip. Dude, just take the guy out. Preston Smith, on the other hand, I'm going to back it up because I love the way he rushes this. You get up to your spot, and if the dude's going to open up right here, because what happens? He knows if you force Pickett out to your left, his left, he's not a great runner, okay? And they haven't spied anybody. They're playing man. He almost gets there. He gets kind of picked up. I'm talking about Preston now. But the big problem is, and look at this one more time, this is a big deal. Like, these are little details, but it's a big deal. Wyatt is on the 25-yard line. He needs to continue to the B gap, but he doesn't. He stops, goes back, gives up the lane. Little thing, little detail, man. Big play in the game. Why is that a big play? Because they don't score. Because there's 2:28 left in the game, and that gives them a fresh set of downs. So now you get the ball back in a situation that you don't really want. Here's a great throw. He just throws to space here. This is a good job of Love throwing to space, not throwing to a man. Big play. Highsmith decides, now's the time to pull up my best move. Yeah, trips left. Look at this. Absolute phenomenal spin. Why does it work? Because Rasheed Walker, instead of staying square, has turned. Once you turn, If he spins inside, your foot has to literally rotate over all the way like this to catch back up. Can't do it in time. He's too good an athlete. Let shoulder get to the chest. He's not away from his body. It's hard. It's a hard job. Left hand throw. Really good job by him getting rid of the ball. And then we end up last play of the game. We end up getting a first down. Aaron Jones didn't get the ball. Blah 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 blah. Matt LaFleur called him out, which I thought was a little bit interesting. But there's really no run. Like if anybody out there is like, oh, they should have done this. He telegraphed it to Musgraves. Like, dude, what are you going to run right here? The flying V. Look how many guys they got on the line of or the end zone. I mean, you got no chance here. That's just one of those plays, right?